Hello, welcome to my second edition of Astrology Tea and Sesh with me. No more cute nails. Of course, I've got some tea and some water today. Today I'm gonna pack a bowl for the sesh. I just want to give away, shout out to Buzz BB. I won their giveaway and I literally got everything I need to sesh. So today we're gonna be mixing a little bit of CBD wedding cake from JK Distro and ice cream cake DELTA8 from JK Distro. We'll get a little mixed bowl, see how that hits. I've never had DELTA8 flour, I've never had CBD flour. The only flour I've ever smoked is the legit OG D9 flour. So this is the CBD wedding cake and this is the DELTA8 ice cream cake. And just get a little view there. Okay, so I filmed the whole intro hitting my bowl and then deleted it because I wasn't happy enough with it. And then after I deleted it, I realized, shit, I had my bowl hits recorded on that. So I'm already a little lit, but I did make a new bowl, mostly. So go ahead and get whatever you're smoking on, whatever cannabinoid you got today. Get you some water. Cheers. I need a debowler next. So I think in the footage I deleted, I was showing that I won this CBD tincture. And I just put 2 droppers in my tea. So that's 70 milligrams of CBD. So that's got me feeling really good. So first, we're going to define astrology. The Oxford Languages definition is the study of movements and relative positions of celestial bodies interpreted as having an influence on human affairs in the natural world. We know that the moon controls the tides. We know that we are 70% made of water, and the moon definitely has effects on us, whether it's periods, whether it's full moons and people are acting crazy. I firmly believe that everything is connected, and I do believe there is a creator. I was raised like in the church. I'm a PK, so we were taught that certain things were wrong and, you know, demonic or whatever. And now being like a few years out of the church and into astrology and into just unlearning so many things that I was taught is law and absolute truth my entire life. But the more I dive into astrology, the more it actually backs up to me and the way I see it, that there is a creator and that everything is connected. So like we affect the earth affects us, you know, planets definitely, I believe, have influence on your characteristics and your personality, more so than just telling your future, which is horoscopes. Horoscopes and astrology are 2 different things. But yeah, so astrology is the planets having an effect on humans, characteristics, personalities. Hopefully you've got your hits in and you're feeling good. I'm definitely feeling the DELTA8, but I feel like the CBD is like a nice, like, soft cushion that it's just got me feeling relaxed. I do not feel anxious. I'm liking the DELTA8 CBD mix, especially for mornings or when I need to get some stuff done. close your eyes and let's go on a ride. Imagine you're floating up in space. It's dark, but you see all the stars, the clouds, the comets, and then you see a huge circle in the sky, divided into 12 sections, much like a pizza or a cake or a pie or whatever you prefer that is circular. Those 12 sections are divided evenly, and yes, they are the 12 zodiac signs. So each slice represents a sign, and the 12 zodiac signs are in order as follows: Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Each section in that circle is represented by one of the 12 zodiac signs. The sun is in Taurus right now, as we know. The sun is the main sign that everyone knows. I'm sure pretty much everyone knows what their sun sign is. The day you were born is when it falls into, and it's just based on the day you were born. The sun sign switches every 30 days or so. It usually starts in the middle of a calendar month and then carries into the next calendar month. Ash though, the moon right now is in Sagittarius, Mercury is in Gemini, and it is retrograde. It is Mercury retrograde. Warning, it is Mercury retrograde, so like, just give yourself some grace, rest. If technology is messing up, don't let it freak you out, or don't let it be the straw that broke the camel's back. Take a break and then come back to it. Read carefully over the text you send and think carefully before you react, respond, or act. Venus is in Aries right now, Mars is in Pisces, Jupiter is in Aries, Saturn is in Aquarius, Uranus is in Taurus, Neptune is in Pisces, and Pluto is in Capricorn. And so that's where they are now. So if the planets are in each sign now, they always have been, depending on what point in the sky that planet is currently in. So when you were born, all of the planets were in a sign, maybe not the same sign they're in now, but they were all in the sign at the moment of your birth. And so that's why it is important for people to know birth times when doing a birth chart. The log of each planet and what sign it was in at the time of your birth is what makes up your birth chart. If you've seen the circular charts, that is what I'm trying to get you to picture in the sky. It shows what planet is in what sign at a specific time. So you can do your birth chart, your friend's birth chart, a family member's birth chart. You can even do birth charts of events, like the time an event happened. Do the birth chart of that and read into that. Reading birth charts is a very complex and in-depth thing, but for the sake of this video being just part one of Intro to Astrology and birth chart reading, the planets or placements that we're gonna do is Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Venus, and Mars. In part two, we'll do Jupiter through Pluto, and then in part three, we'll talk about houses. The reason why you can have 2 Tauruses, 2 Geminis, 2 Cancers, 2 whatever, and they be totally different is because you are more than just your sun sign. I can have 2 Cancers, but this one has a Sagittarius moon and this one has a Capricorn moon or a Virgo moon, and then they have different Mercuries, different Venus, different risings, so that's how you can be very different. And when you dive in even further than that, you have the houses. So they can have a Sagittarius moon in the 6th house, and this person has a Sagittarius moon in the 10th house. So they're gonna be different. It's just way more complex than people know or than anyone really cares to learn about, typically. It is getting more and more popular, obviously, with trends. One thing that people do claim cusp signs, and I do want to be the one to break it to you, but there are technically no thing as cusp signs. You may be born on a day where the sun switches from Libra to Scorpio, or from Capricorn to Aquarius, or Cancer to Leo, whatever the case may be. But you are not both of those signs, because at the moment you were born, the sun was either in Cancer or it was in Leo. It was either in Libra or Scorpio. It was either in Capricorn or Aquarius. Like it's never in two signs. The sun is never in two signs. None of the planets are ever in two signs. It just comes down to knowing the time of birth, you know, the exact time of birth. Yeah, you aren't really a cusp sign. Typically when you do, or those people that claim that, they will have another planet. So if it's someone who's saying they're a Cancer Leo cusp, they're not. They're either a Cancer or a Leo, but they probably have signs, or they probably have planets in both signs. They probably have like a Cancer Venus or a Leo Venus or whatever the case may be. They'll definitely have that energy, and that's why a lot of those people feel like I'm two signs, you know? Because reality is you're more than 12. Because we have all of our planets, and then there's asteroids, there's extra stuff, MC, IC. It's a lot. And that's why we're doing this video in multiple parts. Your sun sign is your ego. It's your personality, like your main personality, like your home. It's, you know, you're gonna vibe with most of the big traits and characteristics of that sign. Your moon sign is your inner world. It is like your emotions, your reactions, you know, the things close to your heart. Your rising sign or your ascendant sign, it's the outfit, it's how you come off. It's kind of like your style and the first impression people get when you walk into a room. It's kind of like the book cover and the intro. Side note, I was quoted in an article on astrology.com. I will put the link in the description. And it's all about the ascendant sign. Your Mercury is the planet of communication. So it is how you communicate, how you think, the way you process information. Your Venus is how you love, how you show love or give love. Beauty, art, harmony, relationships, you know, things like that. Your Mars sign is how you assert yourself. Mars is the planet of aggression, and so it's how you fight, you know, your drive, your determination. Sex drive, sexuality, and then it's like aggression, how you assert yourself. I love astrology because I have always been like a kind of misunderstood, introverted, like nobody really fully understood me, or at least I felt that way. It seemed that way. I feel like I was right. And when I first found out about my moon sign and my rising sign, and I was reading things about me that I had never put into words to tell anyone, and it was kind of like freaking me out, but also like, oh my gosh, I was getting super excited. But even furthermore, it kind of gave an explanation of a lot of the ways that I am, or the whys to the ways that I am. But then it also shows, you know, it shows your strengths and weaknesses, but it shows like, okay, so this is how I need to reparent myself, or, you know, how I need to treat myself so that I can be the best me I can be. It's just a really great blueprint and help in life. And I absolutely 100% recommend for anyone to dive into astrology a bit, at least just for yourself. Just knowing at least your, you know, sun, moon, and rising sign if you don't want to go any further. It is a little all over the place, but this is just the beginning, just the tip of the iceberg. We are going to dive in much deeper. If you have any more questions about anything I covered in here, just don't be afraid to leave a comment or reach out to me. If you want to know your big three, I definitely will give a little mini birth chart reading for free. Just hit me up on Instagram or Twitter, or just comment on this video. Definitely check out Indie Energetic, which is the astrology and spiritual page that I run with my best friend, and I will put that on the screen, link that below, all that good stuff. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Thanks for vibing with me. I hope you learned something. So thank you for watching. Hopefully you learned something. Or if not, hopefully you just had a good time session and hearing about astrology. Shout out to the WeTube because they've got an astrology tag now. So I'm definitely gonna be making more astro videos, diving more in depth, but I just wanted to get a good intro, I hope it's good, intro video into astrology. So thank you for watching, for sessioning and vibing with me.